All right, chat. Let's talk about this because I think this is pretty funny. I'm really sleepy, but I'm going to try to get through it, okay? Let's get through this. This guy on Twitter, man. Oh, my God. So he pissed off somebody, okay? You're wondering who he pissed off. Well, he actually pissed off our beloved Malaki Branham. Now, I'm going to show you why. Hold on. Let me see. And as you can see on his Twitter account, he even put that he's toxic. Let's see. Moving on down. Let's see. He actually posted what he said about Malaki, and Malaki got pretty angry and went into this man's DMs. Let's see. Where can we find it? Oh my goodness, bro. You post so often. I mean, I do too, but this is another. Oh, here it is. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is what he had to say about Malaki Branham. Now, this is a while ago, this one right here. So I don't think that he will be reacting to this, but Malaki probably saw it. I don't know. He said, LOL, it's not important, but that loss kind of goes on Malaki and Blake. Looking off Wemby in crunch time when he's been on fire is juvenile and immature. Yeah, I don't know. I think that you should have looked towards Wemby. I don't know if I go as far as to say it's juvenile. I don't know. But moving on, it says Malaki and Branham should never be on this. See, this is bad. Should never be on the same basketball court as Victor Wembanyama again. It's insane that he refused to give that man the ball. That was 2 days ago, or yeah, I think so. It says 2 days. I don't know. It was October 28th, 2 days ago. 26. I don't know. And it says Malaki Branham must absolutely hate Wemby. It's shocking how much he won't pass him the ball. This guy, if you're not familiar with him, he is always popping off the mouth with something, bro. It's always something. I've got into it with him on Twitter. He's always popping off the mouth. Now, let me say this, okay? Before we look at the Malaki Branham or DM that he sent him, let me say this. I think it's totally okay to critique players. I don't think that anybody's above criticism. You know, obviously it's entertainment. I just think that it goes too far to a certain level. Like, I try my best. I'm not saying that I'm perfect at it. Like, for instance, I'll talk about Keldon Johnson and what I don't like and disagree with and everything, but I'll never go as far as say he's trash or he doesn't deserve to be on the court with anybody else. I think that's a little silly. I just think that with what he does well, he will be better suited in a different role. That's just how I see it. That's just my opinion. But obviously, I don't know basketball like Pop, right? And I don't know these guys personally. So it might be a mental thing. I don't know. It's whatever, right? But I will talk. I will criticize if need be. But this is just silly. I mean, right? Can we all agree that this is a little silly? Let's see. Let's see Quan go one-on-one against Malaki. No. I don't like when we start saying like, well, you can't play basketball. It's like, well, you can critique somebody just because you're not necessarily in their expertise, right? Not necessarily. You can't. You could probably say someone's a pretty bad chef, even if you're not a chef, right? You taste the food, you see it. It's disgusting. That's not a good chef, even though you're not a good chef. But anyways, all right, so moving on. So this is what happened. So he sent those out, and this was what Malaki Branham had to say. He said, "You follow me just to talk crazy, plus you can't even spell my name right. Big fan of your work." So that's the message that he sent him. You can see that he's quite frustrated. Not happy, not very happy with what he sees there. But Quan is like nonstop going at Malaki, by the way, nonstop. But moving on, and we'll talk about Malaki in a minute. We can talk about Malaki in a minute, but let's see. And then the next one this is Quan's message to Malaki. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, if I spelled your name wrong, I'm sorry. It was genuinely unintentional, and I can see how it would annoy anyone to consistently see that online. But if you're worried about me and what I'm saying, then your focus ain't in the right spot. You should ignore every fan on Twitter and focus on the fact that you're in the NBA playing for the Spurs. Regardless, you're a player on my favorite team, and I hope you play well and wish you nothing but the best. I think you have real talent, and I look forward to seeing on if you can become a real asset to this team. Cheers, Malaki, Quan. Then he turned into like an email. I'm from SoCal and we'll be at the game on Sunday. Go Spurs, go. Yeah, whatever. Dude, if I responded like this after, I don't know. If I responded like this, I just wouldn't post it. I don't know. But overall, yeah, you can see that he responded with, "Oh well, Malaki, I'm sorry, man. I really apologize. But why is your focus on me? Like, dude, you know you wanted him to see that." And then I saw this, and this is actually pretty funny. So we got some responses here. So Matt Lerma, these are people that I know on Twitter, I'm familiar with, and somebody from our chat was on here. So he says, I hope it's not going around the locker room. Wait, that's the two players that you talk trash on, letting you know they see what you're saying. Oh, that it was another player. Dude, he's nonstop with it. Oh, it was Dominic Barlow. I didn't even know Dominic Barlow reacted to it. How? You know what? There's a big difference between going at like Keldon. I'm sorry. I'm protecting myself now. Going at Keldon or like critiquing Keldon and the way in which you're critiquing Malaki Branham and Dominic Barlow. These are like children. I mean, I know obviously Keldon's really young too, but like he got some years in the league. These are children. Malaki, he only got like real playing time maybe the last 3 months of last season. What do you like? Why are you so hostile towards Malaki? It's only his second year. Like, you got to give guys a little time before you start giving them critiques, and especially Don Barlow. I wonder what he said about Don Barlow, because Don Barlow, I think he could be a legitimate asset to the San Antonio Spurs, as he said. I don't know, that's weird. Anyways, he said, I hope it's not going around the locker room. It's I guarantee you it's not. I mean, Spurs players know about my channel and know about me. I guarantee you they're not talking about me, right? And so if I feel like they're not talking about me and how often we cover the Spurs, I highly doubt they're talking about, a Twitter guy. This dude just wants clout. It's like that. I wouldn't just throw that accusation at anybody, but him in particular, I think he does just want clout. And maybe this video will give him that. I don't know, chat. He said, I'm sure it is. I doubt it is. Or it's just one hell of a coincidence. I hope you'll think twice before saying a Spurs player doesn't belong on the court. Yeah, that's the bad thing. Or that you don't understand why people like a player. Devin and Jeremy sort of regularly respond to people on Twitter and IG. They see what we're saying. And then going back here. And then here comes our girl, Ruru, from the chat. Yes, me and Ruru, we disagree often. But when we agree, we are like this, son. We are like this. All right, let's see. So Quan responded to Matt. He said, I promise I will not think twice about it. I will continue to criticize NBA basketball players whenever I deem necessary and continue to praise them for their success whenever I want. They shouldn't listen to a word I say. That's not criticism. I just feel like there's a line there, right? That's not criticism. I feel like when you start going a little bit over the line, it should be warranted. Not that a player played poorly or they missed layups or they missed shots. Or I don't think you should go as far as to say you don't deserve to be on the court as your teammate. I think that's absolutely insane, especially since Wemby is still figuring things out himself. That is insane. When I start getting upset is when it's like a more of a veteran player, a player that should know better, and they're having tunnel vision on the court. It's like, come on, dude, you've been in the league for a while. Come on. But I would never say Keldon doesn't deserve to be on the court as Wemby. That's insane. Baruru says, save your BS critiques for yourself then. Why are you bothered they responded back to you when you got their name in your mouth? It goes both ways. Honestly, I just like the clap back. I don't really like Quan. The next one, you'll see. And then he responded to that. And he said, I'm going to the game tonight. And this is talking about the Clippers game. and I'm going to cheer for the Spurs and boo Kawhi. Y'all's not going to steal my joy on the day the Lord has made. Haha, you so funny. And then she said, good. You did say you was going. I hope it's first level behind the Spurs bench. Make sure you find Malaki for me and pop off face to face like them X fingers or Twitter fingers be doing and report back, Mr. Spurs fan. She's not happy. And I think there was another one. Let's see. This might be the last one. And I think it's the last one because I liked it, so I wouldn't forget to see it. He said, "Nah, shawty." By the way, you guys should. If you ever heard him talk, you probably know of him. If you ever heard him talk, the way the fact that he just said "Nah, shawty" is hilarious. I'm in the cheap seats. I'm there to enjoy a game, not heckle emotional teenagers for an outrageous ticket price. Y'all too deep on this. All right. So, and I think that's it there. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. So with that being said, let me go ahead and say this. We'll just bring this up and I'll talk about Malaki for a second. Malaki Branham. I am a huge fan of Malachi's game. I think that the reason why he's getting playing time, maybe not necessarily because of his defense, but it's because he's taking high quality shots. It's just not going down. And he's a player that I think needs to be instilled with a little bit more confidence. He does get down on himself. Like, you can physically see it. You saw Pop get onto him one of the games for getting down on himself. Might have been the first game, actually. So, yeah, you can see it. He does. He gets upset, and it was like that in college as well. But overall, the reason why this critique of Malaki is dumb is because he most definitely should be on the court with Wembanyama. He complements Wemby perfectly. He is a very snappy three-point shooter. I mean, he just lets it go so quickly. He's a great mid-range scorer. He's really good with pick and rolls, like phenomenal around screens. So I definitely think that he works well with Wemby. It's just a matter of him becoming a little bit more confident. And I have not seen a lot of Malaki Branham shots where I say, oh, why'd you take that? It rarely happens. He's just been missing it. But when he goes off, he goes off. He is, I think in the future, he will be more of kind of a volume scorer. And I wouldn't even be mad, like this whole, people are upset or scared about the point guard position. As it stands right now, I wouldn't be mad if we experiment and allow him to be point guard a little bit. In college, he did it often. He's not bad at it. I don't think that would be a problem at all if the Spurs went in that direction as well, just trying to experiment there. Not necessarily make him start or anything. Don't put him, feet under, over the fire right now. Like he's still learning and adjusting. But I think that he just needs a confidence boost. It'll take time. That type of stuff just takes a minute. And when you're a shooter like he is, you got to continue to shoot. You can't stop. So I think that he has the right approach. It's good that he's continuously shooting these high quality shots. If they were bad shots, I would say that, but it's fine. I think he'll be all right. Right. And I think that, like I said, last season to this, I think that he'll make one of the biggest jumps on the team only because he just didn't get a lot of opportunities last season. So now that he's getting these opportunities, we're going to see him get better and better and better. Even those 2 threes that he had in this game is so quick. I mean, he is so quick. His shot is so fast. It's really hard to block. It's really hard to contest. It's just so fast. And he should have had 3 threes, honestly, because how many did he actually have? Crap, I don't have the thing already up. Give me a second. Let's go to box score. I think he had 2, but he really should have had 3, I think. Let's see. Yeah, he had 2. Yeah, one of those just rolled in, rolled out. He got shooter touch, so I'm not mad. It's fine. Now, as far as should he stay off Twitter, should he stay offline? I would say don't respond. Just don't respond. I would even go as far as don't respond to me. Okay? If I say something, don't respond to me. Don't respond. Because it'll be a segment. It's all right. It'll be a segment. Quan is a troll, dude. It'll be a segment. Do not respond with me. If I did anything, do not respond. Just leave me be. I just don't want to have to talk about it. Quan versus Clan. There's no comp, bro. There's no comp. I just truly don't like him. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm very honest about it. I don't like Quan. As a person, obviously, this is all talking about internet realm, right? Internet realm, I don't like him. His persona online, I don't like it. It's kind of lame. But if we were talking offline, I probably would still not like him. I don't know. I probably wouldn't. You know, it's not a big deal. It is what it is. All right. Let's end the segment. Cut the segment.